Stand your ground. Move toward your values. The COVID-19 pandemic set the stage for 3 extraordinarily tumultuous school years. This narrative centers around the third of these years, where I embarked on a transformative teaching journey. After 8 years as an instructional coach, I made a leap of faith and returned to the classroom as a fifth-grade teacher at the International School of Brussels. The early stages of this transition were marked by turbulence and self-doubt. I grappled with numerous challenges, struggling to maintain the principles I held dear throughout my career. I was caught in a whirlwind of survival, constantly performing without catching my breath. The realization hit hard. I needed to catch up with the educational ideas I'd passionately advocated for 8 years. It was now up to me to put those theories into practice. The pandemic layered these challenges with an added level of complexity. Besides donning masks, we lived under the looming shadow of possibly transitioning back to remote learning, a situation that materialized several times throughout the year. Further complicating matters, I taught a grade level I had never encountered in my 23-year career. This hurtled me into a whirl of newness, unique units, novel pedagogical methods, unfamiliar colleagues, and new work dynamics. For a self-proclaimed novelty enthusiast, the experience proved excessively overwhelming. The most formidable challenge was transitioning from a part-time teaching and coaching role to full-time teaching. It demanded different stamina to sustain the grueling long days. Yet, amidst the chaos, there were glimmers of hope when my teaching beliefs shone through, although instances of uncertainty often eclipsed these. However, these instances of failure, the sense of being adrift, coupled with thoughtful reflection, propelled me to reconnect with my roots. This discomfort prodded me to reassess my values and redefine them in a way that would help me regain my bearings. I had to rediscover the essence of my teaching philosophy. Through introspection, I navigated past the cloud of confusion to focus on a teaching model that resonated with my beliefs and curriculum. This journey required me to stand my ground, trusting in my experience and knowledge, regardless of the expectations of my peers. I learned to prioritize my convictions over external pressures, letting go of trivial concerns to maintain my authentic self. In the face of adversity, I rediscovered my strength and self-belief, emerging a more resilient teacher from this crucible. Standing my ground didn't just mean survival, it meant flourishing on my own terms, unswayed by the winds of conformity. Invitations. For you. As a teacher, you must know your beliefs and values to implement them effectively in your classroom. Take time to reflect on your beliefs and values by writing them down in a journal or notebook. Consider questions such as the following. What are the most important things to me? What do I stand for? How do my beliefs and values show up in my teaching? Reflecting on these questions can help you identify your beliefs and values and understand how they appear in your teaching. For you, once you better understand your beliefs and values, pay attention on how they appear in your teaching. Take note of instances where you stand up for something you believe in or where you make a conscious decision to align your teaching with your beliefs and values. Reflect on these instances and consider how to continue incorporating your beliefs and values into your teaching meaningfully and authentically. For you, using the reflections from the previous 2 exercises, create a framework or guide for your teaching that aligns with your beliefs and values. This framework could include specific strategies and actions that you can take to ensure that your values and beliefs are reflected in your teaching. Share your framework with a colleague or mentor and consider ways to continue to grow and develop it over time. This framework can serve as a reminder and guide for staying grounded in your beliefs and values, even during challenging times like the COVID-19 pandemic.